Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah. Lil Brunson back at you with the back at you, and I'm the best reporting on the Eagles. Before we get into the meat and potatoes, I gotta say shout out to Big Print Champs. Listen, man, the start of training camp, we are dropping. We dropping the slime tee, bro. We dropping the defensive slime tee. It's gonna be crazy. I'm trying to get y'all ready because y'all know how fast the graphic tees go. You know what I'm saying? Listen, it's one of them ones again. Stay tuned, you know what I mean? That's coming around training camp. Definitely going to be a vibe on that drop. Let's get into the meat and potatoes. So, we all knew this was going to happen. All rookies are signed. Keely Ringo signed today, or they announced it today. All the rookies are signed and primed to go for training camp. I don't know what took Keely Ringo so long getting signed, but it just works out. Whatever. You know what I mean? It's going down, training camp. We got a lot of battles to look forward to. So that's coming up really, really soon. But Keely Ringo has signed. He has signed. We don't have to worry about that. Now we just got to see what is going on with training camp. You know what I mean? Me and Philly Mike talked yesterday with the call-in with you guys. I expressed my deep concern with, wanting to see what was going to happen with Nakobe Dean. I can't wait to see that unfold. But we got a lot of rookies to look forward to as well. And Keely Ringo is one of them, man. Saquon Barkley, man, didn't get signed today. He didn't get signed today. No long-term extension for Saquon Barkley or no long-term extension for Josh Jacobs. It didn't happen. You know what I mean? What's going on with the running back position? I really don't understand it. You know what I mean? I don't understand what's going on with the running back position. I think the running back position probably produces the second most generational talents, you know what I mean, out of any position group. I think wide receiver might be first, and after that I think it's running backs. Usually those generational guys often are those skill guys. You got quarterbacks catching up. Tight ends have one, you know what I mean, in the last couple years. Kelsey's been around for a while, but, Pitts, they talk about him as being generational. I think what's happening to the running back position is egregious. You know what I mean? I notice a lot of running backs that's coming out of college. Trust me, I get it. I get how everybody feels about paying running backs because you can always get, every year you can get a new running back. But you cannot get a new Saquon Barkley. You understand me? You cannot get a new Saquon Barkley every year. That's what's different about this situation. I feel like the running back position is in tiers. You got three guys who are generational. You know what I mean? You got right now, you got your Saquon Barkleys, your Josh Jacobs, you got your Derrick Henrys. Those guys are guys that I consider generational. You just cannot find those guys. And it speaks for itself for why I feel that way about them. You know what I mean? These guys come around once every 10 years as opposed to the second tier guys will be guys like Nick Chubb, Josh Jacobs, the Alvin Kamaras, you know what I mean? The Dalvin Cooks, prime Zeke, even though Zeke is out of his prime, those second tier guys come around probably like once every 5 years. But the guys that people are banking on coming out every year or every other year are the guys in the Miles Sanders tier. You know what I'm saying? The guys in, who else is in the Miles Sanders tier that we could think of? It's a lot of them. And, these Miles Sanders tier guys, they start. You know what I mean? They get starting positions in the National Football League, which is why the turnaround time, you know what I mean? It just ain't that crazy. You know what I mean? You really don't gotta wait. You could pay a guy in the Miles Sanders tier, which Miles Sanders just got paid, but look what Miles Sanders got paid. You know what I'm saying? Saquon Barkley not looking to get that. And then those guys in the middle sometimes get classified in the Miles Sanders tier and don't get paid. You know what I'm saying? Like Josh Jacobs ain't get paid. Hell, Saquon Barkley didn't even get paid. And Saquon Barkley is a generational talent. So, look, man, Miles was smart for taking his bag. I believe that Josh Jacobs should get paid. You know what I mean? But Saquon Barkley should have got paid before Daniel Jones. And this ain't going to do nothing but hurt the New York Giants. You know what I mean? And I guess as an Eagles fan, that's good news for us. But they can't beat us with or without Saquon. But how do you not pay the guy that, I just don't get it. Saquon Barkley is a generational talent. You know what I mean? And what's even more confusing about this running back situation is that a lot of people hail Bijan Robinson a generational talent without even seeing him touch the field. But Saquon is proven to be a generational talent in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? A little more NFC East news. This one just burned this one burned me a little bit. Dak Prescott went on some platform talking about he will not throw 10 interceptions this year. And when I heard that, the only thing that I could think of was how easy they make it for me. They make it so easy for me, man. You know what I mean? I would bet the over. I would bet the over. They make it so easy, man. What starting quarterbacks say stuff like that, man? Who says stuff like that? They scared over there, man, and they should be scared. The interceptions, he already seeing ghosts, is already in his mind. He already talking about it. It ain't even happened yet. He's manifesting it. He already seeing ghosts. He already feel it. The pressure's on his back. This is a make or break year, and they gonna fold. They are going to fold, man. And I mean, we gonna be all right there because they do stuff like this. Didn't he just say the other day that they was gonna win a Super Bowl? Didn't he just say that? They do stuff like that, and then when it don't happen, they look crazy, man. The real people that's out there putting in work, we not talking like that, and that's the major difference for real, man. We don't have to say things like that. If we making mistakes, we not gonna go out there. We're not gonna put a number on it. We're not gonna put a number on it. We're not gonna put a number on it, man. But you know, I like the confidence or whatever, and I feel like that this story is getting written so beautifully. The Jalen Hurts story is getting written so beautifully because he's going to be the first quarterback since Donovan McNabb to win an NFC East in back-to-back years. In back-to-back years. Everything they say is against them, bro. You got to really understand what's happening here. They write their own history, man. They don't want to believe it. We just had a guy on the show yesterday, you know what I mean, talking about, you know, how people really feel about the Dallas Cowboys in Texas natives. And, you know, I think it's important to listen to some of them people sometimes. It's important to listen to some of the people. See, this is the thing with me. I have the heartbeat of the streets. You know what I mean? I talk to the real people. You know what I'm saying? I talk to the real people. I'm not doing this from a remote mindset. You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing this from a remote mindset. You're looking at a real... let me get a cheesesteak, mayonnaise, fried onion, salt, pepper, ketchup type of bowl. I'm not doing this from a remote mindset, man. I'm doing this knowing the temperature of the city. So when some of these guys report on their teams, they really don't know the temperature of the city. They are reporting from a remote mindset. So they will go on other platforms and on Twitter, and they will say things like, we went 12-5 the last 2 years. But that's not really, they ain't trying to hear that in the city. They're not trying to hear that in Dallas. You know what I mean? They think about the whole 8 years of not getting to a divisional round, of not getting outside of a divisional round. So you know what I mean? I mean, listen, man. At the end of the day, confidence is needed from the position. It's needed from the position. But if you think that I wouldn't bet over on him throwing 10 interceptions, over 9.5, you think I won't bet that? You got to be tripping, man. That boy about to throw about 17.